is a familiar face, if not a familiar look. TJ Hensick back with the Walleye, his season debut wearing the Wonder Woman jersey, getting the superhero welcome. Off the Toledo giveaway, Reading's at Devin Poloni. Played for Toledo last season, makes the former club play. Royals with the 1-goal lead. Of course, he's not the only former Walleye in Reading. Pat Nagel getting the start in net, getting some help from the crossbar. Hensick's first shot beats Nagel, but finds iron. Fish still trailing. With all the AHL call-ups, plenty of new faces, including defenseman Jake Willits. His pro debut, and the Monroe native makes it memorable. Gets credited with his first goal for the former Lake State Laker. Still 1-1 in the third. Royals on the power play. Sebastian Kosa makes the first save. Rebound to Alec Butcher. Catches Kosa leading the wrong way. Reading back in front. Later in the third, Toledo now down 2, but on the power play over to Brandon Hawkins. Lets it fire off the post, off the defender. His 34th goal, 16 straight games, at least 1 point. That 18-game winning streak still alive, but Polini would add his second goal, and for the first time since February 2nd, the Walleye lose 4-2. Your final, second longest winning streak in ECHL history is now in the books.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one other group of players that can say they had a longer streak than us. So really proud of our guys, and the way they've battled through this whole time. And tonight, again, we had our chance. There's no doubt about it. The second period, we had several chances and just couldn't put it in the back of the net. So, I think it's a tough loss here at home. That's for sure. I think we take more pride in winning at home and playing good hockey at home than that streak. So with that said, we get an opportunity to get right back at it tomorrow.
Matt Melzak and Kendall Linnenkugel on the call. They join us now.
All right, thanks. Back out here at the Huntington Center. Kendall, I mean, let's talk about this. The streak overall. I mean, Toledo, 18 straight wins. Second longest streak in the history of the ECHL in a single season. You talk about 20 in a row unbeaten in regulation. You had to go all the way back to late January, the last time Toledo lost a game in regulation time before tonight. It is so hard to do what they just did because of what you might see tonight. What we saw tonight, Pat Nagel, great goaltender. He stole the show.
Absolutely. It's, 18 wins straight is everything to be proud of. One loss is not anything to hang your head at. And the Walleye had a great run, and it's just you never know when you have a situation where you're going to outplay a team, but you run into a hot goalie. A hot goaltender can completely change the dynamic of a game with just a few key saves.
And that's what happened tonight. Pat Nagel, a couple of key saves, especially when Toledo was really dominating this game in the second period.
Right, the Walleye, especially in the second period, they were completely leading in shots. I think by the end of the second period, it was 30 to maybe 10 or less that the Walleye were leading in shots, and Pat Nagel was just able to make all of those key saves that should not have been saves. They were just desperate stretch, paddle saves, kick saves, things that the Walleye were in perfect place to score for. But, when you run into a goaltender that is just ready to go, they're dialed in that day, sometimes you just can't get the job done.
And that's why this 18-game streak, as it goes into the rearview mirror, is something we'll remember. Yet there's still a longer and bigger picture ahead for the Toledo Walleyes. They'll look to rebound and get maybe another streak going. Who knows? Tomorrow. You never know. Could happen.
And this game too is also a learning opportunity for the Walleye to be able to take on what to look forward in playoffs as well. Everything is a learning opportunity, I believe, and even though the Walleyes' win streak may have ended tonight, another one may start, and they could be able to take it in the playoffs. And now that they know how Reading plays, and maybe they know how to pick apart Pat Nagel by this time, maybe they'll be able to take it in the playoffs and hopefully have a different outcome.
Yeah, if they do play again, it would be for an opportunity to hoist the Kelly Cup. Well, Toledo's win streak comes to a close tonight.